Scene 1. The sound of a baby crying is heard in the dark. It grows louder, then stops abruptly. An intimate picnic on a beautiful day. Adam and Abby lounge on a blanket with chocolate-covered strawberries nearby. As the lights come up, they are giggling.
You're adorable.
Shut up.
No, really, I cannot imagine anyone cuter than you.
You only say that because I'm the first girl to buy you chocolate-covered strawberries.
No, you're the only girl to buy me chocolate-covered strawberries.
I like the sound of that.
Hey, Abby?
Mm-hmm?
Can I talk to you about something?
You can talk to me about anything.
It seems like...
Well, wait, as long as you're not,
No, Abby, I'm not. I'm not gonna break up with you.
Right, good. Continue.
It's just that we've been dating for almost a year and a half, and I was just wondering, have you ever thought about getting married?
I have.
I have, too.
A little awkwardly, they smile into space for a moment.
To me. Have you ever thought about getting married to me?
Of course I have.
Same.
Cool.
After another awkward beat,
I just want you to know that I'm in this.
Me too.
You know I love you.
I love you too.
Sickness, health,
Yes.
in-laws, kids.
Absolutely.
an unsure pause.
Well,
Well,
I guess we should talk about that.
about what?
Kids?
Oh, you don't.
No, I do. I totally want kids.
Well, so do I. So?
I just don't want to be pregnant.
Adam looks confused.
Now, I want kids. I just don't want to be pregnant. Ever. I just don't think I was made physically or maybe emotionally. I don't know. I was the kid having a panic attack in health class.
A high school health classroom with the student desks facing the audience and the teacher's desk facing the wings. Abby and the teacher enter separately. The sound of a school bell is heard as the lights come up on another area of the stage. Abby shrugs on a backpack and takes a place in the new setting.
Students, take your seats. I don't want to be here any more than you do. Shh, quiet now. The sooner we get started, the sooner we get over. I know sex ed is all your favorite class. Quiet! We're going to watch a video about pregnancy. Here we go.
Pressing play on her computer, the sound of the video begins.
Pregnancy is divided into 3 trimesters. The first starts at conception and lasts until week 12. The first sign of pregnancy is typically a skipped period, which signals to the potential mother that they should take a urine or blood test to see if there is a baby growing inside of them.
The words growing inside of them echo and distort. A spotlight narrows on Abby, who looks like she is about to be sick.
Excuse me, can I go to the bathroom?
Abby, class just started. You should have gone beforehand.
Please, I'm not feeling well.
Oh, gosh, honey, you do look pale. Let me write you a pass to the nurse.
Thank you.
She walks to the teacher's desk, then staggers across the stage as the scene shifts to the nurse's office, which features a simple cot.
So you're feeling a little nauseous, huh?
Yes.
Let me check your temperature.
After a moment,
Temperature's fine. Have you been around anyone sick lately?
I don't think so.
Any chance you could be pregnant?
grabs a nearby trash can,
Absolutely.
vomits.
Absolutely not.
This stays between us, you know.
I said no.
Okay, well, I can call your mom to go home if you want. Or you can just lay down until the bell rings.
That's fine.
You can have this cot. If you fall asleep, I'll wake you up when the next class starts.
Thank you.
Back to the intimate picnic.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, that was not a good day.
Did you have to go back to that class and make it up?
Well, you won't believe this.
Oh, try me.
I got a note from my mom.
Your parents excused you from a health class?
Not exactly.
One of the rooms of Abby's childhood home. Mother is brushing Abby's hair.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, Abby?
Can I talk to you?
Of course you can, honey. What about?
It's just, we watched this video in sex ed today about pregnancy.
I see.
And I think,
Go ahead, honey. You can tell me.
oh my God, Mom, Mom. I'm not pregnant.
Of course not. What is it, Abby?
Can you write me an excuse from class? I think I have a legit fear of pregnancy.
Oh, honey, of course you have a fear of pregnancy. It's so stigmatized at your age it's expected. Quite frankly preferred that you feel an aversion to being a mother this young.
That's the thing, Mom. I don't think I want to ever be pregnant.
Abby, don't be silly.
I'm not.
Abby, don't worry. When you get to be the right age and you've matured and you're with the right person, it will all feel just right. Natural.
I don't think so.
You'll change your mind.
No, Mom, you're not hearing me. I don't want to be pregnant. I can't. I won't.
Abby.
Never. It's too strange having something growing inside of me. I threw up in class.
Come on, Abby. It wasn't that bad.
It was that bad, Mom. I'm anxious, but I think I have a good reason to be. I won't be pregnant. I won't give birth. Ever.
You love kids, and I'm so looking forward to spoiling my grandbabies.
I do love kids, Mom. I just don't want them to come out of me.
So you'd want to adopt?
Probably.
I see.
Why are you upset?
I'm not upset.
You adopted? I'm adopted.
Abby, you're too young to understand these things. You'll see when you're older.
Stop saying that. I won't. Why do you have such an aversion to be adopted? Aren't you glad that you adopted me?
Abby, do you know how badly we wanted you? It was a miracle when we finally got you. But birth is a miracle too. You won't want to miss out on that.
You don't understand me. I'm not capable of reproducing.
You don't understand how that feels.
Fine, I'm not emotionally capable of reproducing. I know that even thinking about experiencing human growth inside of my body makes me so anxious that I threw up today. I couldn't think straight. I felt panicked. What right do I have to bring a person into a world where I can't even bear the thought of carrying them? That doesn't sit well with me, especially when there are thousands of kids who need families. I know deep inside of me that this psychological and ethical discomfort won't just disappear. Adults always say stupid crap like, you'll understand when you grow up, but sometimes kids are right. And I'm not even a kid. I know how I feel. One day, I will make a child as happy as I've made you. And they will be adopted.
Oh, Abby.
Back to the picnic.
I ended up forging her signature on a note that I typed up. I made something up about religious beliefs.
That's rough, Abby. But denying your feelings and dumping her on you, that wasn't okay.
It was a long time ago,
How old were you?
9th grade.
Wait, that was the first time you had sex ed?
No, actually I went through faith-based sex ed before I started 6th grade.
Wait, faith-based, that's like abstinence?
Yeah, but really that wasn't when I learned about sex.
Before?
After.
Wait, they didn't teach you about it in your abstinence-only class?
No,
Okay, well, what did they teach you?
they made it all so scary. They shoved like 30 11-year-olds in a room with this ancient lady and a projector screen. And my mom and some other parents were there observing, which just made the whole ordeal worse, you know? Anyways, we were all just sitting in beanbag chairs on the floor listening to this lady talk about having a relationship with God came first, then a relationship with your spouse, and then once those foundations were laid, you could have sexual intercourse with your partner to bond you to them and procreate. But no one told us what happens during intercourse. We'd raise our hands and ask, how do you do it? But no adult would exactly tell us what to do. I think some part of me pieced it together, but at the time I was super grossed out and really didn't want to think about it. Nothing they said made sex sound appealing to me at all.
Okay, so if we were married, you wouldn't...
No, I mean, yes, I would want to have sex if we're married.
Gotcha. No pregnancy.
Well, I don't know about no.
So your mom was right?
I'm not sure, maybe a little bit. The older I get, the less I want to vomit when I see people posting pregnancy shoots on Instagram.
Okay, well, we definitely don't want vomiting.
Right. I just think I'd like to take it step by step.
I see.
So there'd be no guarantee of me carrying your babies.
I'll think about it.
take all the time you need. I just don't want you to resent me.
Thank you for sharing this with me, Abby. I love you.
Love you too.
Scene 2. A living room in a starter home. Modern, but simple.
Abby, I have waited forever to be a grandmother. 3 years since you and Adam got married. When are you going to give me grandkids? It has been long enough since the wedding, no one would even begin to assume.
Mom.
I mean, come on, Abby. You really have nothing to worry about. You and Adam both have great jobs. You just bought this cute little house. And not to mention, your dad and I always knew you'd be a great mother.
Mom.
There is no time like the present. And,
Mom,
and
can
with
I-
your father sick, we might not have much more time to spoil them and take them on trips and do all the things grandparents want to do with their grandchildren. Don't you want them to know us?
Mother.
I think you're being a little bit selfish here.
Damn it, Mom! I'm trying to tell you something.
Well, go ahead and say it, dear.
I would have already if you would just...
Catching herself.
We thought about it for a long time, Adam and I, and we...
Oh, Abby, you're pregnant.
But
You're going to be a mother, I know.
I'm Mom!
I knew it.
Phone rings. Mother sees the caller ID.
Oh, it's your father. Let's let him in on the good news.
Answering the phone on speaker.
Phil, it's me, Andrea. I'm here with Abby.
Oh, hi, Abby, it's Dad.
Hi, Dad. Let's talk later, okay?
No, we can just talk now.
No, Mom.
Honey, our daughter has some exciting news.
Oh, that's great, honey. What is it?
Sorry, Dad. I'll tell you later. Love you. Bye.
She taps the screen to hang up.
Abby, what'd you do that for?
Mother, I'm not...
Not ready to tell people? It's just your father, dear.
No, Mom, I'm not...
Waits to be interrupted. Mother stares at her intently, waiting. Abby takes a deep breath.
Not pregnant.
What? You're not?
No.
But you have the pregnant glow. Are you sure you are?
I'm sure, Mom.
Oh no. Is it Adam?
Is what?
Is it his machinery?
No. Oh my gosh, mine and Adam's machinery is fine.
Well, have you peed on a stick recently? There's always a chance.
But, Mom, there is no chance.
Then what did you want to tell me?
I'm not pregnant.
Are you sure?
We've been through this, Mother. What I wanted to tell you is what I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
Breathes in.
Adam and I,
Yes, where is he anyways?
he's at work. I wanted to tell you alone.
Still and contemplative for the first time.
Yes.
We,
Breaks down silently.
Oh, honey.
Goes
What-
to comfort her.
Whatever it is.
The faint sound of a baby crying is heard in the next room. Both hear it.
Was that
Abby nods.
a baby?
yes, Mom, it is.
Connecting the dots.
Wait.
Adam and I,
Had one of those surprise pregnancies? Like when you can't tell that you're pregnant, so one day, pop! It's out!
no, Mom.
Where did it come from?
Mom, I know you wanted grandkids, and I know you wanted me to have them biologically, but Adam and I decided to adopt.
Adopt.
Yes.
Wow.
I've told you this before, remember? When I was in high school. So you know I felt this way for a long time.
I thought you changed your mind.
I told you I wouldn't.
Yes, but you were in high school. High schoolers say things.
I knew how I felt.
Silence. Mother is stunned.
How could you do this to me?
Mom!
You knew how important this is to me. And you and your hippie husband go and screw it up.
He's not! We aren't! How could you say that?
Look, Abby, I just want to be in my grandkid's life. How could you go behind my back like this?
Go behind your back? I'm an adult. I'm married. That weren't enough. I didn't think you would understand.
But I thought you would understand.
They turn away from each other.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before.
Me too.
Are you going to resent me forever?
Of course not. I'm just hurt that you didn't involve me. How did you hide this from me anyhow?
We hid it from everyone, if it makes you feel any better. We knew it could be grueling, and we didn't want more people than necessary to have to experience the ups and downs. I mean, you know what a long process it is to get approved, and we weren't sure it was going to work out at all. We got the call out of the blue, and We were really lucky.
Yes.
Do you want to meet her?
Turns.
Her?
Abby nods.
It's a girl?
It's a girl.
Mother nods. Abby leaves the room quickly and Mother gathers herself. Abby re-enters holding a swaddled baby.
Okay, sweet girl. This is your grandma.
Sits next to Mother.
She's beautiful.
Do you want to hold her?
Mother nods slowly, not taking her eyes off the baby.
Okay, here we go.
Taking the child in her arms like an old pro, visibly touched.
What's her name?
We're calling her Andy.
Of course you would give her a boy's name. You and that hit.
Catches herself.
Well, it's quite modern, but I'll adjust.
It's short for Andrea.
After me?
Yes, Mom. After you.
Oh. Hi, Andrea. I'm your grandma.
She likes you already.
I like her too.
The sound of a baby laughing is heard as the lights fade to blackout. Scene 3. A romantic date. Maybe Adam is no longer the Adam from before. Maybe he is not Adam at all. Perhaps he is Bennett.
So if we got married, you wouldn't want...
No, that's not what I'm saying. Obviously, I want to have sex. It's the pregnancy part.
No, gotcha. Sex, yes. Pregnancy, no.
Yep.
I hear that.
Yeah?
Of course having kids would be amazing. Having my own kids, little mini-me's running around, and that's always been something I've wanted.
Catching himself.
But ultimately, it is your decision as the woman, uterus owner.
Right.
And I can think about it. We don't have to decide right now, do we?
I guess you never know.
I mean, you were in 9th grade when all that happened. Look, I love you first, Abby. But in my mind, kids are the bonus, and not the reason for marriage. You can't have good kids without a great partner. But maybe being married will change how you feel.
It's possible.
Maybe it just takes being with the right guy. Huh?
I guess I'll find out.
We'll find out.
Scene 4. A living room in a starter home. Modern, but simple. Adam sits on the edge of the couch in church clothes. Speaking towards another room.
Abby, come on, we're gonna miss the procession.
Entering, dressed similarly as he is checking his watch.
Adam,
Seeing her,
Ready?
she can't finish her sentence.
What's wrong, Abby?
I was late, so I took a test and
Revealing a positive pregnancy test.
I'm pregnant.
Wow, Abby, this is amazing. But you're amazing.
I don't know how I feel.
Well, you wanted kids, right?
Yes, but being pregnant, you weren't even trying, Adam. I wasn't prepared for this at all.
Hey, we'll get through it together, right?
Abby doesn't respond.
Right?
I don't think I can do this.
What are you saying? Abby, of course you can do this. You're gonna be a great mother.
I can't, Adam.
Can't what?
I can't be pregnant.
Why not?
You know why not. We've talked about it a million times.
Hey, come on, Abby.
Come on, Abby. I thought you understood.
I do. Of course I do, Abby, but there isn't anything we could do now, is there?
Abby does not respond.
Abby, there's not.
I don't want to, but I don't see another option.
You can't.
Adam,
It's my child, too.
I know that.
I won't let you.
You won't let me.
No!
What happened to my uterus? I love you first and all that.
Well,
Remember that?
Things are different now.
Oh, sure, you married me, right?
That is not what I meant, Abby. There are 3 of us now, not just 2.
There is not 3 of us, Adam. It's still just us.
Hey, but the baby.
Stop it! You're being cruel.
A tense pause. Adam softens and is the first one to break eye contact.
Why don't you at least talk to your mom before you make any major decisions?
You're just saying that because you know she'll agree with you.
Okay, what do you want me to say? Hey, yes, Abby, go have an abortion. That's fine. I'll see you when it's over.
I want you to support me, care for me, grieve with me. I'm not happy.
Oh, yeah? Well, neither am I.
They are both stunned.
I'm going to call my mom.
Thank you.
You better get going. I'm not going to church.
People will miss you.
Just tell them I'm sick.
I'll miss you.
Kisses her tentatively on the cheek or forehead.
I'm glad you're going to talk to your mom.
He exits. Abby sits on the sofa. Before she can dial her mom, her mother enters with a plate.
Mom? What are you doing here? I was just about to call you.
Hey, sweetie. Sorry, I thought you'd be in church now. I just meant to leave these, but I saw Adam on the way out. He said you weren't feeling well, so I figured I'd come and see if you needed anything.
Mom, I'm pregnant.
Oh, Abby, that's wonderful.
Thank you, but I don't know if I'm happy.
Have you told Adam?
Just did.
How does he feel?
Oh, just over the moon.
And you don't.
No,
I see.
I thought you'd be over the moon too.
I want to be.
But I'm in the way.
Abby, you know how much I want grandkids.
I know, Mom.
I'm glad you told me.
Aren't you gonna tell me to cheer up and just stick it out for 9 months and then I'll have a lifetime of happiness?
Abby, when I was trying to get pregnant, those were the worst years of my life. I wanted you more than anything in the world, and so did your dad and your grandma. I'm sorry I never told you this, but I miscarried before you. After that, with the odds of everything, I couldn't try again. We were all unhappy with my decision. But eventually we got you, and you were everything to us. You were worth all the pain, physical and emotional. And you still are.
Did you and Dad fight about it?
Yes. It's still a sore spot in our marriage.
Why didn't you just adopt again?
Why haven't you just adopted?
Adam has always said that we should feel it out and see what opportunities present themselves. Guess he was talking about this. We would call this more of a mess than an opportunity.
Can it be both?
Is that how you saw it?
Once I held you, the mess stopped being important.
But how do I cope now?
Does that mean you're gonna go through with this?
I haven't decided yet. Just tell me how I can cope.
You take things one day at a time. Just like before, just like now. 9 months is nothing compared to a lifetime of happiness.
What if it isn't?
Isn't what?
What if 9 months isn't nothing to me?
Treat it like it is.
But it isn't. I'd just be lying to myself.
So lie to yourself then,
I can't do that.
which is why you'll go through with this.
Quick blackouts. The sound of a baby crying is heard in the dark. Then, nothing. Finally, the voice of an obstetrician.
Miss Medlock, your blood results show very low HCG levels. Your urine test sample was a false positive. I'm sorry, but you're not pregnant. You never were.
Lights back up on Abby and Mother.
The doctor said I'm not pregnant.
Well, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Yes,
But
I'm not happy.
no.
I didn't want to be pregnant. I was so terrified when I found out. I never was pregnant, but I still feel like I lost something.
Adam enters, coming home from work.
I'm home. Oh, hi, Grandma Tibby. Wasn't expecting you here.
Adam, you better sit down.
Obeying, loosening his tie.
Why? What's wrong?
I can't say it, Mom.
Abby, what happened? Have you been crying?
Are you sure, honey?
You have been crying. What's wrong, Abby?
You tell him, please.
Is it the baby?
I don't know if it's my place.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on?
Not pregnant, Adam.
How did this happen?
I I went to the doctor.
Turning to Mother.
Did you know about this?
Hush, Adam. Listen to her.
Shit, Abby, what did you do?
She didn't do anything, Adam.
You stay out of this. I'm talking to my wife, not you.
Adam, I was never pregnant.
You're lying.
Why would I lie about that?
Please, Adam, can't you see she's upset?
The urine test was a fluke. My blood test showed low HCG.
Okay, what the hell is HCG?
The pregnancy hormone, dumbass.
I said stay out of this.
It's the pregnancy hormone. My levels weren't high enough.
I want proof.
I have the results in my purse.
Well, then show them to me.
Fine,
Goes to her purse.
here they are.
I can't read this, it's gibberish.
Look it up or take it to a doctor then.
Okay, why are you here?
I asked her to come over.
Why?
I was upset.
Why?
I hate the Y game.
Because why? You didn't have a baby anyways. You're just upset because I am.
That's not true, Adam. I've always wanted kids.
Right. You know, just not from your body and not with me.
It's not about you.
Yeah, what else is new?
What's that mean?
You don't want to be pregnant. Okay, fine. Okay, you've been on the pill since you were 17. Okay, but that isn't enough. You're so scared that we have to double up. I have worn a condom every time. You're too obsessive for me to get away with not. And God, Abby, you act like we're screwing around in high school. Like we're gonna ruin our precious little college plans, but guess what? We're not in high school, and we're not in college. And you beat teen pregnancy, and you know what? You almost beat 20's pregnancy too. Congratulations.
You knew this was my deal before you married me.
I thought I can change your mind.
A baby might have changed my mind. Might. I still don't know for sure what I'm feeling right now, but you will never change my mind.
Stark silence as the lights cut to blackout. Scene 5. A romantic date. Again, this Adam could be different, or not Adam at all. Perhaps he is Colin, or some other man.
Adam, can I tell you something?
Anything, Abby?
Okay, this is gonna seem very forward, but I would totally have kids with you.
I mean, same, but why do you sound so surprised?
It's just that I never thought I would. If you asked me in high school if I wanted to have biological kids, I would have burst into tears and sworn never in a million years.
Oh, really?
Yes, my parents put me through faith-based sex ed class, which was full of guilt and scare tactics. Then I almost threw up in my high school sex ed class. My mother told me things would change once I got into a serious relationship and had matured. Then, even when I was in committed relationships in high school and college, I thought, surely I've matured, and I was right, my mind hasn't changed. Now, here I am with you, and you talk about your feelings so concisely and about the future so confidently, and I feel like this is the mature and serious relationship that my mom was talking about, and she was right. I can't believe I'm admitting that she was actually right, but I have changed my mind.
Abby, I'm so happy for you. Like, I know you've had to overcome a lot to make it here, and I'm just so proud of you.
I'm just happy that it's you I get to feel this way with.
The lights fade. Abby holds a newborn who is heard laughing. They gaze at the child.
She's the most precious thing in the whole world.
I can't believe she's ours.
The doorbell rings. Neither of them looks up. It rings again.
Adam, the door.
What about it?
The doorbell's ringing. That'll be Mom and Dad.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it.
Thank you.
Adam re-enters with Mother and Dad,
Hey, they're in here.
taking his previous seat back.
Hey, kiddo. And my grandkiddo.
Abby, are you sure you popped that baby out for yourself? You looked so good for 3 days postpartum.
That's the magic of yoga.
If you like yoga, you ought to try Pilates. Maybe you can tone up your tush a little bit more.
Andrea, she just gave birth. Isn't she not supposed to lift anything for a while?
Nothing heavier than a baby. That means she can use 2 3-pound dumbbells.
Thanks for the tip, Mom.
Well, can I sit down?
Of course.
Can I sit next to my daughter, please?
Yeah, sorry.
Don't let the grandma push you around, Adam.
He's had a full 3 days of her to himself, Bill. I'm not asking him to leave the country.
Oh, it's just a joke, honey. I know you're dying to get away from the new baby smell.
They should really bottle that.
Well, look at her.
The nurses said she looks just like Adam.
Nonsense, she looks just like you.
Well, she is beautiful.
Just like Abby.
Thank you, Dad.
It's a pity she'll never look like one of us.
Okay, now wait a minute.
Privately,
It's fine, Adam.
to the rest,
At least she might avoid the balding gene.
Abby? What do you mean by that?
Relax, honey, it's just a joke.
Oh. Now he's got a sense of humor.
Me, apparently. I guess babies do that to a person.
Anyhow, we'll just have to wait for her to grow up a little bit more to see who she looks like.
Yes.
Do you want to know her name?
I thought you two decided on Elizabeth Grace.
Well, we wanted it to be a surprise.
So it isn't Elizabeth Grace.
No, don't freak out.
Oh, Lord, what kind of hippie name did you get her?
Hey, we're calling her Andy.
A boy's name.
No, it's short for Andrea.
Oh.
After me?
You didn't want to name her Phil?
Yes, after you.
What did I do to deserve this?
Well, you remember when I had that sex ed freak out and you told me just to wait and see and you completely invalidated my feelings?
Oh boy, do I remember.
And validated your feelings.
But you were right, and now we have Andy.
I was right, wasn't I? Wasn't I, Andy?
the sound of Andy's laughter is heard, and the lights fade out.
Okay, that was really fun for me to watch. Usually I'm taking notes, but I didn't do that this time. Cool, so I would, any questions at all about the writing process, about characters, anything at all? Danny.
What inspired you to write it?
So actually, when I was in Nebraska for an International Thespian Festival going into 12th grade, and I went to a 10-minute playwriting workshop, and I wrote one of the scenes in here, kind of based on my own feelings, and then I sat down over the summer and rediscovered, I guess, all of these characters and the words that I'd written, and went from there, and it just kind of grew and blossomed. Yes, Francis.
Did you start with an outline of everything that was going to happen, or did you just kind of go for it?
I just kind of went for it.
Right.
I just sat down and wrote, and actually 2/3 of the play came from writing exercises that I was just messing around with. What would happen if Adam was different? What would happen if this was different in Abby's life? And then in my meetings with Daniel, he was like, it needs a little more grit, and so I threw some of that in there, and that was what it needed. Or that's what I thought it needed. Cameron.
So we get to see these like 3 different sort of versions of how things could have gone.
Yeah.
How did you land on the order in which we get to see those?
Good question.
Because I think it makes a big difference to the effect that it has,
Right.
the order that you see those in.
I knew that I didn't want to start off too strong, but I didn't want to start with, I don't know. I think I definitely decided I wanted like a happy ending, and there are 2 happy endings available, in my opinion. And the middle one, I was like, let's send them on a roller coaster. So I think that's kind of where that came from, but also it could have just been the order that I copy pasted.
How was it working with singular actors playing multiple characters?
Really easy. They're very versatile performers. We talked about how to make changes between one character to the next, especially Chisolm going literally straight back to back different characters. So not too weird.
I was gonna say one. I think the order you had the endings made a lot of sense. I liked it a lot. And I was gonna ask, if you were to like, if it was staged, how would you communicate it switching to different?
That's a really good question. Hopefully the next time that this is staged, I won't be directing it. But I would love to see someone take that on.
Aidan's character, Adam?
Yes.
So in the stage direction it said maybe this isn't really Adam this time, maybe it's Bennett. Would you cast them differently?
Also a good question for the next person who directs this. I cast one person because I think it highlights how we are different depending on different things that happen to us, and this is all different. Obviously it's non-linear, and you know, you guys know about the multiverse, hopefully, so. Yeah. Yes.
What gave you the idea to explore the different timelines, I guess, for each one and have Adam be different in each one?
Well, like I said, this is kind of based on some feelings that I had in high school. I'm not married or having children at this point in my life, so it's really just things that I've imagined, honestly. Yeah. Yes.
So for the middle one, obviously like a heavy theme is like abortion and like weighing the pros and cons of that with the characters. Like, was any of that inspired by like the recent conversations that have been had because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade?
Honestly, yes and no. I wrote a lot of it because that seemed like something that I would debate. And they say write what you know. So, and I think that anyone would debate in their minds. It's not meant to make any one statement.
Yeah, no, I thought it was the most interesting part.
Yeah, I definitely want the audience to come to their own conclusion about that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Have you shared this with like your family in like the writing process, and have they been like a receptive like talk back for you?
So my parents actually have not read this. My grandparents were supposed to be here tonight, but they have COVID. Yeah, they're fine. This will not kill them. What might kill them is hearing me write shit. So I've told them kind of what it's about, and they know that it's kind of based on me because this conversation between the mother and Abby in high school happened to me, and you know, I'm open about that. So I'm really excited for them to get to see it, but they haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Kiersten.
As you get like older and mature and maybe get into like your later 20s and 30s and 40s, would there be a possibility of you taking those new experiences and adding even more? Like,
definitely yes. Definitely yes. Cool, Dan.
Did anything happen in the process of hearing other voices breathed into these characters that surprised you?
Well, actually, so Mason's character was originally only a voice in the phone call, essentially, and I really meant for the dad to just kind of be a filler character, but I know that I want to add him in the second scene as well in some way now, or the second timeline, I guess, and I added him into the last timeline as well. He was not originally in that. So I just really liked Mason's take on that, so happy that that happened. Any other questions? Cool. I know a lot of you have to go eat before Pippin. I have to go eat before Pippin. So I'm really thankful that all of you came. Thank you to Daniel as my advisor, and also Rachel, who read my play a while ago. Kiersten also read my play. This play, I don't know, y'all have seen it now. And I really appreciate all your questions and feedback, and if you want to talk more, text me, email me, DM me, I don't care. But yeah, thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arms.
Say mom.
Sorry, I was about to go.
Thank you.
Yay!
Food.
Yeah.